And then must pat Thunder Puppy, thank you for the super. Speaking of child grudges, once my godson was bothering me while I was working, grabbed his legs, walked to the toilet, and slowly began lowering him to the water until he swore not to bother me. He runs when he sees me mad. Why would you do that? Even I don't go that far with my okay, the worst I do with my cousin is I have the Wi-Fi password. I can change the Wi-Fi password whenever I want. Are you sure you want to mess with me right now? Are you sure you want to mess with me right now? Did you know? I think there's an event going on in like Overwatch or like Genshin or whatever you're playing right now. You need to log on daily for that, don't you? You need the Wi-Fi, don't you? That's how I threaten her. That is how I threaten her because I'm the only person in my family that knows my knows our Wi-Fi password. I have full power over our Wi-Fi. So there was actually this one time I changed the Wi-Fi password in order to spite her. And she was freaking out. It was hilarious to see. It was hilarious to see. She's like, Wi-Fi is not working. What happened? Is the internet down? I of course needed to bring it back because my uncle wanted to watch Netflix, but my uncle was like, Netflix isn't working, and my mom was like, I wonder why YouTube isn't working. So I was like, oh, I should probably bring internet back before they start complaining more. Dude, this kind of comes to show how reliant the current gen became on internet. I remember back in the old days where if you don't have internet, it's just like, okay, you're gonna be sad and you're gonna cry and complain about it, but you're not gonna be like, oh my gosh, it's the end of the world. It was just, okay, whatever. I'm just gonna go outside and like rollerblade, roller skate, skateboard or whatever. Now, it's like people can't live without the internet. And this was back before she had a phone, so she didn't even have access to reception back in those days. But yeah, no, it wasn't even during the dial-up time. It was during the PS2 ages even. I remember because instead of playing PS2, I would actually go out and be active. I would actually go outside, take my back then, I think it used to be mostly rollerblades. I would take my rollerblades out, find a nice downhill area, and then try to like rollerblade downhill and whatnot, and just and I would have come back home for like hours and hours. And now everybody's just like internet, YouTube, whatever SNS exists nowadays, etc. Whoops. Tomboy arc. I wouldn't really call it tomboy arc, but yeah, back during those days, it wasn't like even fully TV. It was like, I'm gonna play on my Game Boy, and then I'm gonna go ride my rollerblade or my scooter or whatever else there is.